Bought this mower about a year ago. Honestly, it's been a pretty good mower. It's self-propelled. It's got a Briggs & Stratton motor in it. I got a lot of hills in my yard, so I needed something that was self-propelled because I kind of walk sideways on them. Seems to be the best way to mow. All in all, I think this mower has been a great mower. I've had it for a little over a year now. And I haven't really had too many issues with it, you know, knock on wood, but I did have 2 issues recently. One of them, this little pin broke off of this side. So I kind of ghettoed something up here in this little fashion. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. There's a replacement part. Rather than doing all that, I just decided I would try this real quick. I basically just took a bolt and I sawed down a little section of it. And I put some JB weld on there. I don't own a welder. I think if you owned a spot welder, it'd probably be the best fit, but I just worked with what I have. The other issue, and it seems like everybody on the internet's having this issue because I looked it up, and there's a lot of people, including a lot of people doing Amazon reviews, they're sort of losing their minds over their replacement caps. But I thought I would work on this. This just started the same time this broke, the last time I mowed. And I thought I would just kind of tinker with that while I was waiting for this to dry, because that JB takes a good hour just to set up. It's pretty cold out right now. It's like 47 degrees out, so I think it's going to take a little longer. Try not to disturb that. And thought I would take a look at this gas cap. Now, it just started recently, and I kind of thought maybe something was missing, and I still really do. I see a lot of people just bought a new cap online. I mean, this cap is barely worn. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. So I thought, well, maybe it's a gas tank. I mean, that looks good. It's not chewed up at all. All the threads look pretty solid. So there must be something that's missing. And all the gas caps I seen didn't look like they came with a gasket. But if you look real closely, there's like a little lip right there. And I would bet you money that there's a gasket that fits right inside there. So when you push down on this, oops, and you twist it in, see how it's in there, but you can still lift up on it a little bit. If there was just something just kind of smushing it down a little bit or giving it a little bit of pressure, I guarantee it wouldn't pop back off there. So I'm gonna get my calipers out and we're gonna measure that and see what size O-ring we need. You could probably just search this model number and look for the O-ring. I find that looking for any lawnmower parts can generally be pretty painful. Usually there's always the manufacturer number, but then whoever manufactures the motor, there's usually a bunch of different numbers to cross-reference and always a big pain in the ass. So this is something easy. I think I'm just gonna put some digital calipers on there, see how big of an O-ring we need, and go from there. I'm gonna start out and I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna zero it out. This might be kind of hard to do with holding the phone, but I'm gonna guess it's about 2 inches. A little shy, about 1.75 inches. I mean, they're gonna have a little bit of flexibility, but if you get something that's pretty close, you know, it fits right in there, I guarantee it's gonna fix your problem. Gas is gonna naturally dry out any sort of moisture, especially in rubber. So over time, if you get any gas on this thing, it's gonna eventually eat and dry rot out that O-ring. God knows where the hell they end up at. I had a little one from an O-ring kit I had. I tried to see if I could stretch it out, but this one didn't make it, of course, because it didn't. So I just did a Google search, looked up the model number, that O-ring. First thing that pops up looks pretty promising. I did try to call down to my local AutoZone to see if there was something that was generic. This one didn't really render anything that was too promising. So let's go ahead and click on that Briggs & Stratton one. First thing that pulls up, and that looks pretty promising. That's about the size of what we came off the calipers with. So I'm gonna go ahead and order one of these. I'll put the link in the description. Hopefully this helps you out. Feel free to comment below. Thanks.